It's what is it, 4:02 p.m. Let's go ahead and get this December meeting called to order. And we will move right into public hearing. Do we have any people signed up to speak?
Yes, sir, no public.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, next to move on to item 4A, consideration of and action on the minutes of December 11th. But the date right?
September.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
Yeah, let me get the date right. It's from the last meeting.
It's on.
The 10th.
Okay, what is the date? September 10th. Okay, thank you for the September 10th meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Any discussion? All right, all in favor, aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Thank you. Too many things going on here. Okay, item 5, fiscal year 25 development update, review of and discussion of the 2025 annual tax increment reinvestment zone number 3 development update. And we'll have Anna Rodriguez presenting to us today.
Good afternoon, everybody. So today I'm just going to give you a little update of the activity in TERS 3. So according to the 2016 tri-party agreement that establishes the zone, 98% of the revenues from the district will be provided to priority for the implementation of the project plan. And to date, the zone has provided 10.3 million to the district. And here is the project plan with the totals about 200 million.
Wait, I'm sorry, can you go back one? Okay, and that's to date for the inception? Or-
This is just the project plan, not what has been completed.
Okay,
What has been completed is the University Boulevard extension.
okay.
If I understand correctly, not all of them are funded by the district. Some of them may be directly done by city or others.
So this is what's in the budget for the district. For the zone, and the district is the one who can carry out the projects.
But are these projects all funded from the district revenue?
From the TERS, yes.
Okay.
And here we're looking at the net taxable values for the zone. So in 2024, the assessed values were at 533 million, while the county's was 510 million. And it was a 9% increase from the previous year. And some of the activity for the venues in the zone is for the Heritage Museum. So they had 600 visitors in the last fiscal year. And some of their events that they host are the Hispanic Heritage Day, the Dia de los Muertos, where they have exhibits, and they also have a celebration in Town Square. And they also have other activities like the Heritage Hikes, the altar exhibits, their Heritage Friends events. And the big event that they had this last year was the Centennial event. And here you can see some of the pictures of the community gathering at Talliard, and staff was also there to support the event as well. And the Fort Bend Children's Discovery Center is a big draw for the children in the area. So here you can see a breakdown of the percentages of the visitors. 69% are from Fort Bend County, 21% from Harris County, and then 3% from Brazoria, and 7% from the other outlying areas. And 612 of their visitors were from out of state. So from July to October, they had about 135 visitors. And they also hosted special events. So they had an Earth Day event, which they were in partnership with the Children's Museum downtown. And they had different activities like seed bomb making, recycled crafts, interactive science demos. And they also had a sensory friendly day, which was aimed to provide a comfortable, low stimulus environment for children with autism or sensory processing differences or other development needs. And they also had a Halloween event, the Booth Discovery Center. And they had crafts, safe trick-or-treating, and slime experiments. And they also had a week-long event, which was their spring break blast and had a bunch of different events, meet and greets, performances and such. And for the Imperial Chart House Preservation, I think maybe all of you were there, but we did have 4-day workshops with TPUDC. And we did have a lot of visitors from residents, businesses, stakeholders who participated in the workshops. And this really helped get the input as to what they want to see in the project. And we'll hope to have a final visioning plan available early 2026. And then some updates for the Chart House Preservation. The City Council approved a contract with Urbano November 18th. And so this includes the phase 1 of the roof, window, and structural repairs. And also the design work will begin immediately. On-site preservation starts on April 2026. And the construction is expected to take 18 to 24 months. And so early next year, the city hopes to launch an RFQ to get a master developer partner. And then that partner will help implement the community's vision and ensure that the Chart House remains the defining landmark. And some updates for the residential. There was no big updates this last year, but the developer does expect to see a lot of movement early in the spring. So hopefully next year we'll have more updates and see more homes in construction and less big lots. But for the multifamily, we do have the Overture at Imperial at 93% occupied, and they're 96% pre-lease. And then Imperial Lofts was 93% occupied as well and 94% pre-lease. And for commercial development, if we look going from like the north to the south and then the west, I'm sorry, the east, it's kind of the order this is in. So we have the Imperial Royal Garden in the Imperial Corner, Pepper's Backyard, and Backseat Plaza that are in the site planning phase. And then we have the Medical at Imperial and the Imperial Park condos that are in the build out phase. So we do see a fair amount of these parcels having a lot of activity. Oh, and Imperial Grace Point Homes had an administrative PD amendment. Now for Constellation Field, they did have approximately 331 visitors through the end of October and expect to see more throughout the end of the year. And then we did have a lot of major league appearances from Jeremy Pena, Jake Myers, Lance McCullers, and Chaz McCormick. And with the team being a AAA affiliate, this does bring a lot of visitors since they want to see the local talent here at a smaller stadium. And in the season, we also had a lot of new events this year. We also had some of the continued events, but we have the Bregman Cares Classic, College Baseball Series, a high school state final series, and some youth baseball camps. Cosmic Baseball was a big draw in July, and then the 4th of July as well. Now, Constellation Field, the Space Cowboys keep investing into the stadium. So we did see some improvements that were installed this last year. So they did install new swing gates and also did the canopy replacement at the HEB picnic area. Some of this was damages from the hurricanes or high wind. And so those were replaced. And then they also did some player and safety enhancements. So this was some protective netting that was installed. Wall padding that was upgraded to meet the new MLB requirements, and some fan experience upgrades as well, which included new padded seating in the Regents Bank Club in the Imperial Box sections. A big update for the Space Cowboys is that Diamond Baseball Holding acquired 3 of the minor league affiliate teams from the Houston Astros. This includes the Sugarland Space Cowboys, the Corpus Christi Hooks, and the Fayetteville Woodpeckers. Now, City Council will be asked to approve the assignment of the lease to the new owner on December 16th. And the stadium will remain the AAA affiliate of the Astros. The stadium operations team will not change, and the name of the stadium will not change. And some background information on the DBH is that they're known for elevating the fan and player experiences Also enriching the communities throughout the stadium upgrades, a unified management and operations team, and expanded business models like using the games for non-game day events.
Anna, do the Space Cowboys, are they funding the tours, and if they do, to what amount or what percentage? The revenues? The Constellation Field, do they also fund the tours, or is it just
No,
residential?
Because does the Constellation Field?
Yes, is any of that revenue?
No,
kind of
because
to the
we
town?
own, because we own it, and
It's the
so
same thing.
we don't pay property tax, and so the TERS is only on the increment of the property tax, with the
Okay.
exception of is that the TERS does include some sales tax, but it's only sales tax in the historic district, not. the
Okay,
business
I was
district.
wondering if it bled over to that, so it's only, so there's actually no sales in the historic district.
Right. So that we've never had an increment of sales tax go into the TERS.
So it's all R1s, or residential.
And the minimal commercial that is there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Anna? Anna, thank you very much. Okay, next, item 6, our annual report. Consideration of an action on a recommendation to the city council for approval of the tax increment reinvestment zone number 3 fiscal year 2025 annual report. And once again, Anna will inform us.
Okay, so today I'm gonna be going over the annual report for FY 25. So again, this is a requirement of chapter 311 of the Texas Tax Code. In the report, you're gonna see the values, revenues, and expenditures. And upon the board's approval, the report will be reviewed by and approved by city council, and then sent to the state comptroller, as well as the other taxing entities in the zone, which includes Fort Bend County, Fort Bend ISD, and Imperial Redevelopment District. Now, some basics is that the zone was created by the city in 2007 with a 5.6 million base value and a 50% participation rate. So in 2013, the county also agreed to participate at 50% of the property taxes collected above their base value of 11.7 million. And finally, the tri-party agreement commits the 98% of the revenue from the zone to the Imperial Redevelopment District to enact the TERS project plan, while the remaining 2% is retained by the zone for administrative service costs. So in FY 25, a total of 1.9 million was received in revenue, with roughly 1 million from the county's incremental taxes, and then 925,000 from the city, and 6.2 thousand in interest income. Now for the expenditures, they totaled at about 1.93 million, and 0 was spent on legal services, 16,000 was spent on administrative services, and 1.9 was transferred to the Imperial Redevelopment District. And additionally, the zone had no prior bond indebtedness, and none was incurred in FY 25. And here is the capture values for tax year 2024, which is the same as fiscal year 2025. So the city's appraised value came in at 533 million. And with that base value of 5.6, we were just at over 5.27 million in captured value. Now for Fort Bend County, the county's appraised value came at 510.5 million. And with their base value of 11.7 million, the total captured value is 498.7 million. And the difference between the city and the county's appraised value would be due to their different exemptions and supplemental changes. Now for taxes received, again, the total taxes received for fiscal year 25 is 1.9 million. And that means since the creation of the zone, we've received approximately 10.7 million in tax increment. So with that, staff recommends that the board approve the recommendation to City Council for the TERS 3 fiscal year 2025 annual report. And so again, as a reminder, the copies of the report will be sent to the state comptroller and all the taxing entities in the zone following the city council's approval.
Any questions?
I have one question.
On that?
Earlier you said the approved project was roughly 200 million. And with the rate of this 10 million per year, that would be taking a long time to do that project. But is that part of the plan or part of the funding is supposed to come from somewhere else?
I don't know. Just,
Is anybody else like city directly funding some of the project or county funding some of those projects?
Yeah, I mean, the 200 million in cost for projects, that was the estimated of, based on what was projected of what the TERS could generate. Now, the challenge is that it is more being added into it. No, that is what was estimated of, this is the project plan and what the TERS would be able to produce and pay for. But what has occurred is that, the commercial areas and really 50% of the zone has yet to be developed. And so that is why that value hasn't been created, and so the revenue generation has not occurred. If we had more of those things already developed, you would have seen a higher revenue
So
generation.
once Imperial develop, this number will.
Yeah, and I mean, keep in mind, there's still a lot, the district is still or the Imperial Redevelopment District, TERS 3, all the zone districts, it's all the same boundaries. It is still considered a developing district because of the percentage of land that has still not been developed.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second, okay, I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And I believe, Sanjay, we are now at your favorite part.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Meeting is adjourned, 4:19 PM. Quick meeting.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, that's